The world of modern media is often driven by a relentless cycle of breaking news, intense public scrutiny, and a constant shifting of the global spotlight. For individuals who find themselves at the absolute epicenter of this international attention, every single action, word, and creative endeavor becomes a subject of deep fascination and extensive analysis. When public figures who have transitioned through some of the most historic and highly publicized institutional changes in recent memory decide to share a new facet of their personal lives, the world naturally pauses to observe. There is a profound intrigue that surrounds the quiet spaces behind the grand headlines, the private moments of reflection that happen far away from the flashing cameras of the global press. It is within these unseen, tranquil moments that the most personal stories are born, often serving as a stark and gentle contrast to the tumultuous public narratives that seem to follow certain families across continents and through major life transitions. Understanding this contrast requires looking past the superficial layers of fame and examining the universal human experiences that connect everyone, regardless of their status or the extraordinary circumstances of their public lives. As we begin to look closer at how private reflections can transform into meaningful public expressions, it becomes clear that the stories which resonate most deeply are those rooted in the simple, everyday realities of family, growth, and quiet observation. If you find these deep explorations into the hidden narratives behind major global figures compelling, please take a brief moment to subscribe to our channel, ensuring you never miss the detailed breakdowns and comprehensive insights we bring you in every single report. This ongoing journey into the lives of those who shape contemporary culture is filled with nuance, where a single private gesture can suddenly capture the imagination of millions around the globe. To fully appreciate the unfolding of such events, one must consider the delicate balance between a highly visible public existence and the universal desire to protect and celebrate the foundational bonds of home and family. The anticipation surrounding new creative expressions from figures who have dominated the media landscape is always immense, creating a unique atmosphere where every detail is scrutinized for deeper meaning and broader cultural significance. In the chapters of life that unfold under the gaze of a global audience, the decision to step into a new creative arena is never just a simple announcement, but rather a carefully crafted revelation that invites the world into a specific, chosen perspective. As the narrative begins to take shape, the focus slowly shifts toward a particular moment of quiet inspiration that would eventually grow into a widespread cultural conversation, illustrating how the most intimate personal experiences can be translated into a shared global event. The transition from a highly structured, centuries-old royal environment to a self-determined creative life in North America marked a dramatic turning point that set the stage for an unexpected literary debut. This major shift in setting and lifestyle allowed for a deep focus on foundational family moments, which directly inspired a creative project that would soon capture global attention. The spark for this new artistic endeavor emerged quite privately on a highly significant occasion, specifically during the very first Father's Day celebrated by Prince Harry after the birth of his firstborn son, Archie Harrison Mountbatten-Windsor. To mark this milestone, Meghan Markle composed a deeply personal poem dedicated to her husband, capturing the quiet, nascent observations of a father interacting with his young child from a mother's perspective. This intimate written gift, originally intended solely for the private confines of their home, gradually evolved in the author's mind into a broader concept that could be shared with the public, ultimately transforming into a complete narrative titled The Bench. The core of the story revolves around the special, evolving bond between a father and a son, viewed through the symbolic lens of a simple household bench where moments of rest, growth, comfort, and mutual understanding take place over the span of many years. To bring this specific and deeply felt vision to life visually, the author sought out a collaboration with a highly acclaimed and widely respected artist in the field of children's literature, selecting the award-winning illustrator Christian Robinson to craft the visual identity of the book. Robinson was given the significant responsibility of translating the emotional weight and quiet nature of the original poem into a sequence of evocative images that could speak to readers of all ages and backgrounds. The collaboration proved highly successful, with the illustrator utilizing beautiful, ethereal watercolor techniques and layered artistic textures to perfectly capture the overarching themes of warmth, joy, and deep emotional comfort. These artistic choices were designed to ensure that the illustrations accurately reflected the diverse realities of modern families, showcasing fathers and sons from all imaginable walks of life to foster a powerful sense of universal representation. By focusing heavily on inclusive representation, the project aimed to break away from rigid, traditional archetypes, intentionally presenting a wide and rich spectrum of paternal relationships that could easily resonate with a vast, global audience. In the official announcements surrounding the upcoming release, the author explicitly stated her earnest hope that the narrative architecture of the book would find a meaningful echo within every single family unit, completely regardless of its specific structure, layout, or unique internal makeup. This deliberate emphasis on inclusivity and universal connection added a significant layer of depth to the project, elevating it from a simple celebrity publication into a focused cultural statement about the shared human experiences of parenting and childhood. The anticipation grew rapidly as the public learned that the book was being prepared for a massive simultaneous international release across multiple major English-speaking markets, including the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. To handle a rollout of this scale, several prestigious publishing houses were brought on board, with Random House Children's Books managing the primary publication and distribution efforts within the highly competitive United States market. Simultaneously, Tundra Books was tasked with overseeing the release across Canada, while the historic and venerable Puffin Books took charge of bringing the title to eager readers throughout the United Kingdom and various Commonwealth territories. Adding another layer of intense public interest to the entire timing of the announcement was the fact that the author was visibly pregnant with her second child during the final stages of the book's preparation, highlighting a time of immense personal growth and forward-looking change for the expanding family. This specific intersection of private family milestones and highly coordinated global commercial ventures created a unique narrative tension that fascinated media observers and the general public alike, as everyone awaited the official publication date of June 8 to see how the intimate poem would finally be received on the world stage. The final arrival of the publication date on June 8 solidified a remarkable journey of personal transformation, bringing a deeply intimate family tribute fully into the public eye and establishing Meghan Markle as a recognized author in the competitive world of children's literature. To understand the profound significance of this release, one must look closely at the backgrounds of the primary figures involved and the complex web of life experiences that shaped the creation of this narrative. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California, Meghan brought a unique blend of American creative sensibility, a successful career in television, and a long-standing dedication to international humanitarian causes into her new role as a literary creator. Her professional journey before her marriage had already given her a deep appreciation for the power of storytelling, communication, and visual representation, which naturally influenced her approach to this new artistic medium. Following her marriage to Prince Harry and their subsequent, highly discussed decision to step back from their traditional institutional roles within the royal family, the couple embarked on a deliberate path toward financial independence and artistic expression. This transition allowed them to establish their own media production companies and foundations, creating a flexible platform from which they could share meaningful narratives that align with their personal values and global philanthropic goals. Prince Harry, whose own life journey has been marked by profound public service, a dedicated military career, and a deep focus on mental health awareness, provided the direct inspiration for the book through his evolving role as a hands-on, modern father. The birth of their first child, Archie Harrison, and the subsequent arrival of their daughter, Lilibet Diana, fundamentally shifted the couple's focus toward creating a peaceful, nurturing environment that prioritizes emotional well-being and generational healing. This dedication to fostering a gentle, supportive family dynamic is what the author sought to honor and celebrate, choosing a simple household object to symbolize the steadfast presence of paternal love through all of life's various stages. The creative success of the project was also deeply reliant on the unique artistic background of illustrator Christian Robinson, whose celebrated career in children's literature has been defined by a commitment to diversity, accessibility, and deep emotional resonance. Robinson, a recipient of the prestigious Caldecott Honor and the Coretta Scott King Illustrator Honor, brought his signature warmth and inclusive artistic vision to the pages, ensuring that every family could see a reflection of themselves within the universal moments depicted. By blending these diverse backgrounds and shared values, the creators managed to produce a work that transcends the unique, extraordinary circumstances of its authors, offering instead a gentle meditation on love that belongs to everyone. The global reception of the book sparked widespread discussions about the changing nature of fatherhood in the 21st century, highlighting a broader cultural shift toward vulnerability, emotional presence, and the quiet strength found in everyday parenting routines. For the author, this venture into writing represented not just a new professional milestone, but a profound statement of personal autonomy and a conscious choice to focus on themes of healing, unity, and universal human connection. As copies of the book filled store shelves across the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, the project stood as a tangible symbol of a family carving out their own distinct narrative path on their own precise terms. Ultimately, the story of this publication is a testament to how private experiences of love, devotion, and family resilience can be translated into a shared cultural moment that invites readers around the world to pause, reflect, and cherish the enduring bonds that unite us all.